Hey guys, it's Rose. My book, Whispers Through the Doorway, comes available on Amazon on February 1st at midnight, and Third Place Books starting end of January 2026. But right now, I am answering some of your most burning questions. I love this first question. So I've always been drawn to stories that linger, and so mysteries that feel like they exist just beyond what we can personally see. And so in my film work, I realize there are certain truths and historical details that a book allows you to explore in a way that a film cannot. And so with Whispers Through the Doorway, I wanted to dive deeply into the history of the manor house at Hollywood Farms, also the family and the folklore surrounding the murder and what could have potentially happened, because not a lot of people know about it. And then also share firsthand experiences that I've had. I've been there twice. And so a lot of my book, the second part of it, is about firsthand experiences that I've had and other people have had. And this is something that you can't fully capture on a screen. And so that's why I wrote the book. So the book gives me the space to investigate, document, and immerse readers in the haunting and the history. So my research was extensive. I explored historical archives, property records, old newspapers. I went to the UW secret library that only people with a reservation can get to, and explored old photographs and scrapbooks. I also spoke to people connected to the property and within the local community for the last couple of months. And then one of the biggest challenges was piecing together all of this history, so decades of history where records were incomplete or hidden. And then also I overcame that by cross-referencing resources and combing through documented history with firsthand experiences that I had, which are also in the book. And every detail had to be verified, and the careful investigation is what allows a story to come up as true. So lots of documented information within the book. I approach my writing just like how I would approach directing a film. I like to start in layers. So with my book, I started with all of my research, did my interviews, and added my firsthand experience in part 2 of the book. Then I mapped the narrative where history meets the haunting and all the secrets come alive. So it's an easy read for people, so they can fully engross themselves in the history and the current state of what the manor house is, and then obviously the folklore of what happened. And so the estate itself becomes a character, and I aim to bring the readers into the Hollywood Farm manor house in 1915 so they can imagine how it was living there, so that they feel they're part of the history as well. I want readers who love history, mystery, and true hauntings to pick up one of these books. I feel like everybody should know about this story, especially if you're from Washington. And if you've been to Chateau Ste. Michelle, I'm sure you've never heard of this story before. And there's no book like it. There's nothing that has done extensive research like I have on the history of the family and what happened in 1915, and not a lot of people get to visit the manor house, so this is a very special book. I also hope to reach anyone who appreciates a deeply researched topic as well as firsthand account experiences. So in part 2, like I mentioned, there's firsthand experiences, so it's a true blue nonfiction, really exciting book, and ultimately my goal is to preserve the story of the Hollywood Farms manor house and uncover the truths that have been hidden for over a century.